loves calendars. Like, I have so many calendars. If you follow me on social media, you know that I use calendars for everything. My life is very well planned. I like to plan everything out in advance. I like to know where I'm supposed to be. I like to know what my kids are supposed to be doing. So people have been asking me, like, why do you have so many calendars? What are you using all these calendars for? So today I wanted to bring you guys a video to show you some calendars that might be helpful to your family, and how I organize my life and how I organize my family's lives, so I know where everybody is supposed to be and what everybody is supposed to be doing. Because when you have 5 people, it gets kind of difficult. Like, it gets difficult to keep track of everybody's stuff and what everybody's supposed to be doing. So I'm going to show you guys how I keep track of my family and how I keep track of meals, all of those things, because I think this could be really, really helpful to you guys. So let's start. So the first thing I want to discuss with you guys is getting your kids to do chores. Chores are kind of one of those things where either you do them or you don't do them. Some families do them, some families don't. But once your kids get to a certain age, like, they want to start getting allowance, they want to start receiving money. And in our house, if you want money, you work for it. So what we do with our kids is we give them 1 chore a day and we give them $1 a day. We have a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old. That leaves them with $30 at the end of the month, right around $30. They actually, not even $30 because they get the weekends off. So 5 days a week they have a chore, and every day that they do their chore they get $1 for it. So what we did was we bought our kids these cool little kid calendars. So my oldest daughter, Billy, has the emoji one. My younger daughter, Bradley, has this little cutesy pet one. And what we do is we make a list of chores inside. So they did a bunch of chores. As you can see, in February, they didn't do very many chores. So every day that they do a chore, they get a sticker. And at the end of the month, I just have to go through the calendar, count up how many stickers they have, and pay them out for however many stickers they have. So, yeah, it works out really well. And also what I do is, so I'll do 1 calendar for 1 child for February, and I'll do a completely different calendar of chores for the other child for February. So you can see it's the same layout and everything, but the chores are different on different days. So then, when it comes to the next month, I just have to swap the chores. So I'll go through Billy's calendar and I'll put all her February chores for Bradley in March. I'll go through Bradley's February calendar and I'll swap all her chores and give them to Billy in March. So they're not doing the same things all the time. It's not repetitive. They're not getting bored of it. And also it's easy for me to make their chore calendars. So I just take the chores and swap them back and forth every month, and makes it super easy. The stickers make it super easy to keep track of how much money I'm giving them. And also, $1 a day is not that much. I think that's a great amount for children who are under 10 to be receiving for chores. That's just what works for our family. Some people might give their kids more than that. Some people might give their kids less than that. I've just found that this method works for us, so I decided I would share it with you guys. So that's what these 2 calendars are for. And this method has been working great for us we've been doing it since last April, and it works awesome. So we haven't had any problems. And when after our kids get their allowance, they have the choice whether they want to spend it or whether they want to save it. We're trying to encourage them to save more, but sometimes they even donate. So that's good. But we made little jars, little mason jars, and we painted them, and each child has their own mason jar to keep their money in. And if they want to keep their money in it, they can. And if they want to go out and spend it, then we give them the option to go out and buy something that they like. But we also try not to go out and buy toys throughout the month or buy anything for them throughout the month, so that they can get used to the idea of having to save up for the things that they want. So if they ask us for something, if it's not a holiday, if it's not a birthday, we try not to buy things for them too often that are just extra stuff. We try to teach them how to save up for those things on their own through doing chores and through putting their allowance away. So they're learning how to save money, and it's going really well. And I just think it's been a great tool in our family to teach our kids how to manage their money. And also, every once in a while, like around Christmas and stuff, we try to encourage them to go to the dollar store and buy a toy and give it to a church program or give it to a child in need. Or we try and get them to donate a little bit of their money to do the Christmas shoebox. So they're also learning how to give back into their community, which is really awesome for them too. They really enjoy that. So the other day I was going to church, and my daughter took a loonie out of her little mason jar, and she said to me, "Mom, you should give this money to God." And I was just so taken back. Like, I just thought it was the sweetest thing ever. So they're really learning how to manage their money and how to share in their community, which is really great. Okay, so the next thing that I have a calendar for is this. This is our family master calendar. So this has everybody's, it's got a bunch of mail in it. This has everybody's stuff on it, and this is the master calendar, so this is where I figure out where everyone's going, what everyone should be doing, and I like to keep these big giant calendars because it's easy for the kids to read, and I just find that you can fit more on it. Yeah, this is what I like to use for, there is all kinds of stuff on it. Okay, so this is our master calendar, and this is the one where we write everything on it, and this is my go-to calendar. So if I want to know where anyone is supposed to be for the day, if we have any appointments, if my husband has to work, anything like that, it's on this calendar, and I know that I can go there and I can figure out whatever I need to know. If the kids have a special day at school, if it's pizza day, if a bill is due, if it's pink shirt day or purple shirt day or orange shirt day, or if it's Valentine's Day, or if it's one of my kids' birthdays, like, it's on the calendar. So this is kind of where we just keep everything. This is our master, so that if we can't find it on one of the other calendars, we know that we can find it here. So usually how I build this calendar is I go through my husband's work schedule, and I write down all of his days of work on here. And that way I know where to plan things and stuff like that. If we have any birthdays in our family, or if we have any school birthdays, they go on the calendar. If I have a few subscriptions that come out during the month, so the bills for that go on the calendar, such as Netflix, Spotify, stuff like that. Epique, BoxyCharm. So that stuff goes on the calendar. All of our bills go on this calendar. All of our paydays go on this calendar. So we know when we have money going out, when we have money coming in. I also like to go on the computer and go to my children's school website, and I'll just type in their school into Google. The website will come up, and usually on your children's school website, they'll have a calendar for the month, and you can click it and download it onto your computer. And I just take that whole calendar for the month and transfer it onto my master calendar. So I know what day is pizza day, what day is the awards assembly, what day is the Christmas concert, the kindergarten graduation, whatever your kid has going on at school, you already know about it, it's on here. Also, they usually send that home if you get a newsletter from your school. In the back of it, there will usually be a calendar. So we just like to transfer that right onto our master calendar. I also have a lot of things that I do at my church. So I have like prayer groups and things like that, and women's Bible studies. So I'll put all of those dates on here. And yeah, it keeps us really, really organized, and we know where everyone's supposed to be. My kids have like dance, and they have sparks and things like that. So we'll just put all of their activities on this calendar, and we know exactly what's going on with us for the month. So that's what we do with that one. And then after I'm done transferring everything to my master calendar, I will take my master calendar and I'll transfer it to my day planner, just so that I have a copy, a mobile copy of everything that's going on in my family's life. And then whenever I need to make a date and I'm not at home, I can still have a copy of my calendar, and I still know what's going on and when I can plan that appointment or that date, or where it will fit into my schedule. So I like to have a mobile copy just in case I'm out somewhere and something comes up that needs to go on the calendar, and also so that I can transfer it back to the master calendar when I get home. So having these two paired together works really well for me, because this one I can wake up first thing in the morning, look at it, see what we have going on for the day, and I know exactly what's going on. Or if there's nothing, I know that I can Netflix and chill all day. So that's awesome. And then this one works really well for me too, just so that I have a mobile copy and I'm not struggling to make plans or canceling or anything like that because I happen to have something going on and I didn't know. So that is how we organize our day-to-day life. Okay, and I have one more calendar that I'm going to show you guys, and I think maybe you guys have already seen it, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to try and get more in depth about it in later videos if I can, but right before we get into it, if you guys haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you go down, make sure you hit that little subscribe button, make sure you tap the bell so you don't miss any more tips and tricks on how you can save money and organize your family. And make sure you give us a like, because I mean, it doesn't cost you anything to give a like. Give us a little thumbs up. And also, if you guys want to know more about how I organize or anything else that you see on this channel, make sure you leave it in that comment section down below, because obviously we want to bring you guys the content that you want to see. So make sure you guys leave a comment. Make sure you tell us if you liked this video or if it was helpful to you. We love to hear your feedback, and we want to know what you guys want to see. So, people ask me about this all the time, so I am going to be doing a video specifically discussing this, because people want to know how, for one, do I save so much money on groceries, and for two, how do you meal plan? Meal planning, I am telling you right now, it is a lifesaver. It is going to save you so much money, and it is going to save you from throwing out so much food. I have noticed since I started meal planning, I have barely any garbage anymore. That's literally the main reason why I know that I'm saving money on food is because my garbage can, when I put it on the curb, is half full now. Because before, I was literally throwing food in the garbage every single week because I was buying things that we weren't cooking. So I was just pretty much buying things and throwing them in the garbage at the end of the week because they went bad because we didn't cook it. So this is our meal planning calendar. And so all month, what we do is every single week, we plan our meals for 7 days. And then afterwards, we build our grocery list based on what is on the meal plan. So first things first, we pantry shop. We don't just make a meal plan off the top of our head and then go and buy all the stuff to make all the meals. No. That's the backwards way of doing it. If you're doing that way, you're doing it wrong. What we do is we look in our pantry and we find the things that we can make meals out of. And as many things as we can. And then we make meals based on those ingredients that we already have on hand. Obviously, it's not gonna work out for every single meal that you're gonna have everything that you need. Last week it did for us, we got lucky. So we just bought a bunch of stuff to fill our pantry and stuff like that. But it's not always gonna work out that way. So you take the extra stuff that you need to buy to fill the meal plan and you put that on your grocery list first. But we'll get more into that in another video. I just wanted to show you guys mostly that this is what this calendar is for. We like to keep it nice and big and use these big calendars so that the kids can read it. They know what they're having for dinner every night and there's no confusion and no fighting or anything like that. So, and this method has saved us so much money. So, I can't wait to share this with you guys because this is one of the main ways that we're saving money in our life. This is one of the main things that is organizing our lives, and it just helps in so many ways. Like, I used to be one of those moms that forgot to take food out in the morning. Like, you know when you get to dinner time and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot to take out meat. That used to be me. I used to be that mom. Since I started meal planning, I'm no longer that mom because now I know exactly what I'm cooking and I look at the calendar in the morning and I take it out first thing in the morning. And I don't have to think about it at 5 o'clock at night because it's already planned, it's already good to go. I already know that I have the stuff for it. So yeah, this is helping us a lot. Those are all of the ways, well, not all of the ways, but these are most of the ways that we are organizing our life. And let me tell you, by organizing our life in this way, we are saving money, we're saving time, we're teaching our children organizational skills. Yeah, this has just been really beneficial to us, so I really wanted to share it with you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I will definitely respond to as many questions as I can. If you have any comments, leave it down there. I try to go through the comments and try to get in touch with as many people as I can one-on-one. So I will for sure try to reach out to you if there's anything that I can do to help you in your money saving journey. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you tap the bell so you don't miss any of these tips and tricks. We want you guys to save money just like the rest of us. So, also, if you guys have any money saving tips, leave it in the comments below. Let's get a dialogue started. Let's share this together. Because you know what? There is no reason to be greedy or stingy. If you're saving money in your life, then you should teach the rest of us how to do it. Because I didn't learn how to do this on my own. I learned from watching people just like me on YouTube saving money. So, let's share, guys. Let's all save together. Let's all start a dialogue and keep this thing going. Also, we are trying to get to 100 subscribers this month. So make sure you guys subscribe and support this channel. We want this channel to be bigger than anything. We want people to see it. We want people to be saving. And we want to be able to bring you guys more awesome content. We want to be able to bring you guys more product reviews and things like that. So we won't get there unless you guys subscribe to the channel and get the numbers up so that this channel gets put in front of a bigger audience. If you guys could do that, that would be great because we appreciate all of your love and support. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope everybody has an awesome week. I'll try and post as much content as I can this week. We'll just see how it goes. And yeah, everybody have an awesome week. Thanks for watching. Love you guys.
Strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like charity.